guys? Into week 35. I'm back. Sorry about the first week I was gone. To be honest, I didn't really have anything to talk about, so I just didn't do a video because I didn't want to keep repeating myself. And the second week, I was actually all set up to do my video, and I was talking to a guy online, and I said, "Hey, can I use your photo because I want to show people, your growth." And because last week I saw a lot of people getting discouraged and stuff like that are on the journey. And he said, sure. And so I was getting everything all set up, and I set up my camera, and I started talking, and right next to the camera, right here, there's a little screen about yay big, and I'm looking at it, and it's all blurry. And I'm like, oh crap. So I go over there and I turn on the autofocus, and all you hear is, grinding. And my autofocus went out, so it wouldn't have made a very good video. So had to send the camera off, and I got it back a couple days ago. So anyway, so we're back. End of week 35. What's new with me? I actually, yesterday morning, I transferred to liquid. Now, most of you guys know I have never used the liquid version. I've only used the foam. So I actually got a 3-month supply of the liquid. Hopefully that works, because the research has shown that the propylene glycol is, as the carrier agent inside the liquid, allows better absorption into the skin. But with some more side effects, so extreme dryness, stuff like that. So far I'm experiencing some more agitation on the skin. And so no headaches, so all that stuff hasn't come back, but agitation for sure. Like I kind of want to scratch my skin, but if you don't scratch. So anyway, the peppermint oil I've used consistently over the last couple weeks that I haven't been on here, and to be honest with you, I haven't noticed any change really, other than this lovely guy right there. I haven't had a pimple since I was like 22, and then there it goes. So, but little update on coverage. Let me see. Well, I don't have anything to point with. But anyway, you can see all the coverage here is basically the same. These hairs in this area continue to transition, and hairs in this area, slowly but surely, are transitioning. But, and, the bald spot down here is filling in a little bit. Okay, so we're on the right track. I want to show a couple photos, and I was asked not to use their names, so we'll call this guy Cotton, and we'll call this guy Joe. So Cotton, I think, has been on, if I remember correctly, I don't have the email in front of me, but I think he's been on for about 5 months, and he had some growth, if I remember right, but it was very, very thin. So you can see how full it's gotten, and that's 5 months continual growth. And then he trimmed it down, and it still looks, he's got really good coverage. And the other guy, we'll call Joe, he emailed me, God, I want to say a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and he was having a problem with hair disappearing, with losing gains. And I told him my most honest answer. I was like, it looks like shedding. Looks like, your hair is going through a cycle, and there's just not a lot of hair there, so when you lose some, you can really notice it. So the first photo of him is right before he started shedding, and then all of a sudden hair seemed to dramatically dissipate. So I hope it's going well for you. I haven't heard from him since, but so if you're watching this, send me an updated email, and I hope it's working. But the biggest thing I can say is that it looks like a hair cycle, and just a whole bunch of hairs are on happen to be on the same cycle. Anyway, I want to talk about some of the guys that were getting discouraged. Got an email from a guy last week, and he was like, "Hey, I've been on the journey for 2 months, and I have not seen a single vellus hair." Okay. And he was talking about how he sees some guys, in days they see hair. You have to understand, some guys, like me, I saw my first vellus hair on day 3. Okay? Now, other guys, it can take a while. 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 6 months. I've seen it take as long as 6 months before guys actually start getting hair coming out. So try to stay patient. You know, I know it's really hard and it can really get you down. And, you know, there's really nothing to do other than go to a group and see what other people are going through, because you're not the only one. I guarantee it. You see guys on the group that have full beards, and you have to realize they've been on this stuff for a year, and I'm at 9 months, and I'm trying really hard to get these areas to fill in. You guys saw it a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago when I did the trim pull. You know, it was pretty full in this area, but right here I had nice little bald spots. Well, they're not bald, but you know, they just aren't transitioning. So that's what I'm working on. So anyway, just stay patient, okay? And there's a couple things we're working on when it comes to there's a couple guys that are researching this, and they're being extremely, I'll call it brave, okay? Because all of us want this beard, and they're doing an experiment testing kind of a plateau effect, okay? I'm not going to go into details yet because they're in it. They're in the testing phase, so I'm not going to say any results or anything like that. But they're researching that plateau effect to see if their theory is correct. And if it is, it may change the way we do our routines. So, at least mine. So, good luck to them. Another thing is, we're all kind of coming together, you know, these guys at the Minox Beard Spot, we're all kind of coming together. And last night we had our first test run of a podcast, and it was on Basics channel on YouTube, and we went live for I think like 40 minutes or something like that, and it's very amateur, but we're getting there. You know, we were able to finally get the networking, finally all got into the one group and went live, and we talked about a few things and, you know, had some laughs. But we're going to start scheduling regular weekly podcasts live to where you guys can come in, ask us all questions, because we're all from different parts of the world. You know, there's a guy in Britain, there's guys in Mexico, you know, on the East Coast of the United States. I'm on the West Coast. There's, you know, guys in South America. They're just everywhere. So we're going to get together as one network and try to answer your questions live. And so we're working on that. So stay tuned. And we're going to blow this thing up, hopefully. So anyway, guys, as always, comment, like, subscribe down below. Nothing will ever get deleted. Email me directly, mybeardjourney@gmail.com. And anyway, I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you in another 7 days. This time, I promise, because I got a second camera, so we're never going to get back down. So anyway, have a great week, guys.